Welcome back to another episode of Chat Kit. This week it'll be on our top 5 shirts for Spanish football, so La Liga. So many shirts that we can look through, isn't there, Owen?
Yeah, there's just a
Um,
ridiculous amount.
there's so many to choose from, like the Barcelona from a few years ago and Real Madrid Galacticos, and even the like Real Madrid in the 90s. Some classic
Yeah,
teams, and Valencia, Atletico Madrid.
some mad teams, some mad shirts. Can't get better, can you? Really?
I know. But yeah, we'll jump straight into it. Obviously, at the end, we will be having a bit of a chat about the Premier League as well, with the
Mm.
week coming up. Have a bit of a chat about football. Don't really get to do much of it at the moment, do you?
Yeah,
Now we're back for internationals as well.
yeah, I
Played
know.
all right, didn't they?
As well as a Gareth Southgate England team can play, yeah, yeah,
I know. I'm surprised he didn't play Luke Shaw as much. He played him in one game, didn't he? Then nearly
yeah.
vanished.
It seems odd that he's picked players on form, as he said, and then doesn't play the most in-form left back in world football at the minute. But
Yeah, I
just
know, but it's one of them things, isn't it? It's just what
yeah.
Southgate thinks. Anyway, going into this, we've got 2 honourable mentions. What two have you put in for you?
So my first one is kind of like a joint shirt, and that's I've gone for the Real Madrid home and away for 2011, 2012.
Oh
Now
yeah,
I've kind of paired them together mainly because it's more or less I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember what they're called now. I'm fucking
what the
it's blown me
same,
mind.
like the same design?
Yeah. They are basically the same design, but the colorway
The
they've
exact
got just
same.
yeah, it just works. It just works really well. One's white, one's black, but they've both got that
Yeah,
gold. And you think about
true.
pictures of Ronaldo in that kit, long sleeve.
Yeah,
It was just prime. Prime Ronaldo, as you say at the time,
yeah.
and
I mean, I
just
think it is a great shirt. The quality is so smart,
yeah,
isn't it? Like last week when we were talking about the Liverpool shirt with the Adidas Originals, like it's just
yeah,
a, a really nice, simple Adidas shirt, isn't it? Which is
yeah, and it just you associate that shirt again with just prime Ronaldo and some of the players that were
yeah.
playing for Real Madrid at the time. It's just your Ramoses, your Pepe.
Well,
It's
they
just
signed him and Kaka, didn't they, at a similar
yeah,
time, and
yeah.
they tried to get a new Galacticos, didn't they? And I think it worked because didn't they win the league? I think
Oh yeah, I must have been
and
in
they
the
won
league.
so many Champions Leagues from then. So
I was going to say when
like,
don't we win the Champions League? But yeah, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's only missed out because I mean, when we talk about the shirts to come, you'll understand how it's missed out. So my other one is similar to some of the shirts we discussed about last week. It's the Celta Liga home from '95. Now
Yeah,
this shirt is it's very similar to some of the City shirts, but I think again it's just it's an Umbro 90 shirt. It's got that
yeah,
nice like pattern down the side, down the
yeah.
arms of it, and the central badge. I'm a sucker for a central badge, and just a beautiful shirt. It
I
is,
go on to
yeah,
that later on.
yeah. I love central badges, but yeah, that and I think the black collar as well. Having the
Yeah,
black collar as well. It's just a nice enough. It's enough contrast on it to make it look quite nice. And for
yeah.
for a smaller team in La Liga, it is quite a nice kit.
When you look at it, I know it looks just a blue, but the design on it goes hand in hand with obviously the collar and everything else that goes with
Yeah,
it. It just looks really smart, doesn't it?
I know, and it similar to like all 90 shirts. Like on this, I've got the live birds runs through it,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
on that shirt, it's got like I don't know, like a background pattern also on it, like actually through the
yeah,
shirt, and it's just it is
yeah.
absolutely stunning.
So it was the Real Madrid 2004 2005 home shirt. Now
Yeah,
I remember John had it when he was a kid, so I remember looking at it like so. It was such a nice shirt. I remember the numbering was always different, obviously, than a lot of other teams had that gold trim around it.
yeah,
And I think that
yeah,
sometimes didn't they have that like italics writing as well? I just
yeah. They
thought
have like
so good. Like I think they were just because the players they had obviously at the time was like Zidane, Beckham,
yeah, it's
Ronaldo.
just mad, isn't it?
Yeah, Ronaldo's arguably probably one of the best strikers that's ever played in world football. Like
Yeah, up
I
there.
think
He's
that
very much up there, but yeah,
yeah,
that shirt is just it is a very nice shirt, and It's a similar the way I picked my white. I couldn't pick between that home kit and the away kit, but the white Real Madrid kit, it's difficult to pull off like a really nice white shirt.
Because they all look the same, don't they?
Yeah, and Real Madrid do it quite simple, but it's always effective. And I don't think they've had like a bad home shirt to say. It's just always a nice kit.
But, yeah, they've never really like put a foot wrong, have they? And it was just obviously a great team with looking great as well. But I mainly put it in because I just remember John wearing it all the time, and I was just thinking, oh God, I wish I had that.
Nice kit on it. Yeah.
The other one was the Valencia 2007-2008 away shirt, so it was the orange one. Yeah. Now, I had that myself. That was a few years later. We went on holiday to Spain, and he bought the Real Madrid one. Do you remember the one that had like purple on it, the Ben Q sponsor on the front?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he got that, and he thought he was like the best, and I was like, mine's better. But it was so nice. I think it's got no real pattern on it, and I just think it looked so smart. And when I grew out of it, I was so good. And they seem to always do an orange away shirt, but I just like this one because I had it more than anything.
You don't see many orange shirts either, do you? Like, there's not many teams will go for an orange. It's probably opposite of what Real Madrid do, which is they rock a white kit every year, and then you've got Valencia here pulling out an orange kit and pulling it off well. It looked well nice, but
no. Going into obviously our top 5 now. Who have you got at number 5?
So my number 5 is Barcelona kit. Shock! It's actually not from the 90s this time. It's the Barcelona away 2001-2002 shirt. So this is the gold shirt, as you'd call it. And some of the players that played in this shirt
because of the material, it looks mad, doesn't it?
Yeah. It looks really nice. Well, it looks like it's like silky, and they played silk. They had some silky playing football players, didn't they? But it's just, I think, the way it is, it's just really nice. I love the colour on it. Yeah, it's good, that one. Cracking transition. But yeah, that shirt is the collar on it is just it's amazing. And as you can see, I'm wearing the cream shirt of Liverpool's cropped, beautiful shirts. But I think those shirts just like attract me to them. There was another shirt they released that it was difficult choosing between the two of them. I can't remember what year it was, but it's the one. It's the same color, but it's got the stripes across it.
Yeah.
Like the pinstripes again, but similar color. But this one just looks so nice with the badge again, central
in the middle.
Yeah.
With the
and then you've got the Nike logo is just below it, and it's just really smart and smartly finished. And it is just a beautiful kit. I think they've kept it simple. They've done it well, and even though it's different colors, it's worked really well. So
this one, everything's all in the middle, and you don't really have to look anywhere else. The rest of it's just a nice color, isn't it? I think it is a great shirt. That a really good choice. Obviously, I'm trying to pick a best Barcelona shirt. It's so hard because there've been so many.
There's loads, I know.
And Nike have always done a good job with Barcelona shirts.
Yeah. Well, similarly, like I think PSG got a Nike shirt, didn't they, from a similar era? And it's like the similar material, isn't it? So whether they just, I don't know, decided
that's what they were using at the time.
Yeah. But it's pulled it off really well, and it's stunning shirt. So
in at number 5 for me is the Real Madrid 97-98 home shirt. Now, as we were talking about just then with a centralised badge, Kelm, I don't know how they managed to get close to making the Real Madrid shirts. I don't know what other massive teams they've made at all. But the only thing I've seen for years is the Watford shirt this year. But it's an absolute beautiful shirt. I think that the purple on it, I like it when Real Madrid do put purple on the shirts. I think that they've done it a few times and it looks really good. And like I said, the central badge on it and the little like purple detailing on the bottom of the sleeves, I think it just looks so smart. And obviously they were winning pretty much everything at the time as well in the 90s. So I don't think that I could have done this list without putting a Real Madrid shirt from that era of Kelm shirts.
It is a beaut. It is a beaut. There's a few that they made, didn't they, Kel?
Yeah,
In that sort of the
the
same
sponsor
time
as
period.
well.
Yeah, it just works so well, and
Yeah,
everything that they've put together on that shirt is just, it is a beautiful shirt. And Real Madrid, I thought, we said it before, the home kits for Real Madrid are just, they pull it off, and
yeah,
the way they've got the detailing on this shirt in particular, with the purple detail, as you said, is just really, they've smashed that, haven't they?
yeah,
So my number four, bit of a different one again. I've gone for similar with the Celta Vigo approach. I've gone with another smaller team, but another well-known team, and this is the Real Betis home 2000-2001. So it's a bit
yeah.
of a different shirt again. Another centralized badge, as we say, but
Well,
there's a
it's just
common
taking
theme.
over.
Yeah,
It's just taking over.
I know. Last time it was a 90s shirt, so now it's a centralized badge. But
I know, I know.
yeah,
I think I should have wore a shirt with a centralized badge on if we were going to talk about it this much.
yeah. But the way they've designed this again, I like a collar on a shirt, and Liverpool have had some shirts with collars on, and they're quite nice. But this one again, it's green and white, and again, how many
Yeah,
shirts play in green and white and pull it off as that is, and the way the stripes are set, they're nice and block, they're quite thick block stripes, and
love striped
yeah,
shirts. I absolutely
yeah,
love them.
yeah. Having a look and researching it, and they've got a few. It's made by Kappa, isn't it? They've got a few
Yeah,
similar around that era where they've got like less stripes, or like it's fully green with a few detailing. But this one stood out to me a bit more because it's not overly done with the Kappa sponsor. So they've
yeah,
got obviously they've got the centralized badge, nice and done, and then they've got the simple Kappa logo just above it, and
yeah.
then that's it. And it's just it's beautiful. You don't need a sponsor on that shirt. Just keep it as it
That's the
is.
thing with. I think a lot of Spanish teams did wear it really well. Like Barcelona only had one until like 2008, was it? Or
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah,
the year, but they didn't have a sponsor at all. And I think that a lot of the time, a sponsor can either make or break it.
yeah. I think it's so much better as well with these shirts with as we said, with the centralized badges. If you get a centralized badge and get rid of the sponsor, it then becomes like the main focus on the shirt.
Exactly.
It's green and white
Yeah,
again, different shirt. You don't see it, and yeah,
yeah.
so yeah. What
Very
have
good,
you
very
gone
good.
for?
So I've gone for an away shirt. Now it's
Yeah.
the Atletico Madrid shirt from 97 to 98. Now they did the
Okay.
season before the same
Yeah.
design but a different sponsor.
Yeah.
Literally just come down to which sponsor's better really. I like this shirt. I think that they're half and half. I
Yeah.
was gonna pick a Barcelona shirt. Do you remember the one that was half and half when Henri
Oh
first went
yeah.
there?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I
Yeah.
was going to
Yeah.
choose that because I love the design, but I like the fact that the one half is blue, has got a
And the
white sleeve, and the other half
yeah
white, and they've got a
with
blue
the blue
sleeve.
sleeves. Yeah.
I think it's just a really nice shirt, and I know that a lot of teams have done the drawstrings as like around the
Yeah.
collar, and I think it's
Yeah.
such an interesting design feature for so many shirts.
I know what you mean with that. It is a completely different shirt, and I did have a look at it myself when I was looking through them. Obviously, I was trying to avoid 90s shirts this time, but yeah, you talk about that shirt. It's made by Puma, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just ridiculous. Like Puma have come around this the last 2 or 3 years and really smashed it
yeah,
with some of the designs, haven't they? But like you don't see many shirts from 90s, early 2000s that are made by Puma, and
yeah, that stand
that
out like.
yeah, that's what I mean. And it's absolutely smashed it. You think 90s shirts, you think more about your Adidas, your Reeboks, even your Kappas, and the
Yeah,
vintage Kel Real Madrid shirts and stuff like that. But that one is, you've picked that one out of the blue, and that's absolutely smashed it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was going to put it a bit higher up, but I think the ones that I've picked in my top three are just
yeah.
phenomenal.
So my number three, we would talk about this one just before, and it's the Espanyol away 96-97 shirt.
Yeah,
Now there's not a lot of people that have probably seen or looked at this shirt before, but it is an absolute beaut of a shirt. We were
yeah,
talking last time about the Liverpool shirt and how it's got the collar that comes up
yeah,
and it's quite high. This also mimics it, sort of, but it's not Adidas, it's Puma. And again, we were just saying Puma weren't known, like they're not known as being a massive 90s powerhouse of shirt designs, but I found this one, and everything with the sponsor, it's like a sort of like aqua blue or like marine blue. It's such a different colour, but it's just the detailing. Like they've sort of gone with like the Reebok sleeves on it, and it's just absolutely beautiful with the sponsor coming across it, and the way they've got the detailing of the badge on the shirt, on the actual shirt.
I thought that's one of the main things that stands out for me is the like, it's like right at the bottom as well, so it's not like in the middle. You can still see like the shirt when you look at it. You look straight at the badge. Yeah, and I think it's a great feature to the shirt.
I know. I was trying to find like some pictures of players in it, because like the way I've been looking at them is trying to find them on players and see how it actually looks when they were wearing them and stuff like that. But it's so difficult to find pictures of Espanyol in 1996. Yeah, so what have you chosen then?
So
your next one.
This is probably the one that made me like really get this team at the time. Really changed the way I enjoyed football and loved football. Like in 2010, 2011, this shirt was out for Barcelona. Now watching Messi, it just blew my mind every week.
Yeah.
Every time I watched the Spanish football, it'd be on, and just that shirt, the home shirt that they wore, it was so nice. Like that's why I've picked that home shirt.
Yeah.
The yellow collar that goes around, similar to this, just in yellow. Obviously, this collar. Obviously, the normal Barcelona stripes are on it, but I think that this shirt just made me think about football and watch football in a different way after that, because everyone was used to one way of playing football, and then Guardiola just came over and just tore it up and just was like, now we're gonna have Messi just destroy everyone and we're just gonna pass you off the park. And I absolutely love this shirt. I think I've got no more words for the team at the time, and the shirt. Obviously, I only ever watched really. Like I thought I might like Real Madrid, but I also like Barcelona. Like this just changed it, and I was just like, oh, Barcelona is what the team that I love.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That shirt was just, you associate, again, we talked about shirts being associated with like successful teams, and it creates memories for you as a person. What you see a shirt and then you associate that with someone or a player, and like you said, I see that shirt, you think of Messi straight away, and it's just 100%. Ridiculous. Or David Villa as well. You mentioned his name. He's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't he? But yeah,
I know that final against Man United.
That
just at Wembley, just turning them over. Like
I know
that shirt. It just resonates from that time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean with them. It's just, was that when Messi had his sort of like mop head as well? Yeah, traditional Messi, isn't it? Yeah, before he came to modern times. Yeah.
Have you got number two?
So for number two, it's a Reebok kit this time. Similar, probably I think a year later than this one, or 2 years later than this one. So it's the Atletico Madrid home shirt of 99-2000. Now this shirt, mainly I did choose it, again, shocked, because it's a central badge. I think every single shirt I picked is a central badge, but I think the way this one is picked, I think Reebok just design everything really well. And similar to like this shirt where they've got the striping around here and the collar. The collar's a bit different on this Atletico one, but it is just an absolute beautiful shirt. I think the way they've done the stripes is different to how they'd normally do it. So instead of having like the red, white, it's sort of like red with a white line, and then it goes a red line, and then it's back to a white block again. And I think it just flows really nice the way they've designed it around the arms and stuff.
I like the big Reebok on the side.
Yeah.
That's a good addition. It reminds me of like an American football shirt from, in a way, the way it's like got that massive sign, like the massive Reebok logo on the side, like. But I think it's a great shirt. I actually before you sent me the pictures, I was
Yeah.
actually gonna pick it, and I thought, oh no, I can't now, can I? They've had some great home shirts because all of them seem to be a bit different, don't they?
Yeah, they've always stuck with the red and white, haven't they? But it's just where the way they design the stripes, or like I think they did with the centenary kit as well that they released, and that was just another beautiful kit. That was one I nearly picked over this one because I do like that one with the collar on it. I think the collar's just amazing, but I had to go with this one. It was just like the Reebok design on it, and like we said with Puma, Reebok designed some, well, not with Puma, but with Kelman.
Outrageous kits.
Yeah, just ridiculous kits. So I just couldn't not pick it. Reading up on it, like when I was researching it, I think they got relegated in this kit. Imagine getting relegated. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I think they got relegated wearing this absolute beauty of a kit. Imagine that. Because like, can you imagine buying such a nice kit and then never being able to wear it again because your team got relegated? Yeah, I know. Shocking. But,
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, at least they went down, but they went down in a nice kit.
In style.
yeah.
Coming in to, obviously, you had your Real Betis shirt in there. Now, I put one in. It's the 97-98 away shirt. I've seen a lot of people say online about how much of a good kit it is and that they want, that's one of the main shirts that people look for. I love the design of it. I know you said about the Kappa shirt, which had no like logos down the side. It was just central. This one does. And I think that it's such a bizarre pattern. I've never seen another one like it. I don't think anyone has. I just think it just looks perfect, like a just a traditional Kappa shirt.
Yeah.
Bit mad. And obviously the Kappa logo down the side, and then this like the colour of it, just all of it, it just looks good.
It is a fantastic shirt.
It's a shirt that, like, obviously keeping my eye out for it, definitely. But I just think that they didn't really make a bad kit, really, Kappa. As we said in the last episode, I think we'll say there's still the blue in the face sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. It'll be a recurring theme, but like, I know that shirt. I was looking at that shirt myself as well. It's just, as you say, it's a collector's dream to get a shirt like that, and
definitely,
definitely going to be a pricey shirt.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's number one. Which one is it you've gone for?
So
I'm
again,
gonna guess it's got a central badge though.
Yeah, shock it has. So it's the Barcelona centenary shirt. I think a lot of central badge again, but a lot of people I think will talk about this shirt. It is just it's a classic shirt, and as we said before, you talked about the Henry shirt, which was like blue and red. This shirt is very similar to that in the sense that it is blue and red, but it's got the black sleeves on it and sort of, the black collar, and it's just a bit different. I think having the Nike tick only being the only sponsor visible on it, and having that big central crest is just, I just think it's just a great shirt. I think 100%. it's one that I seen when I first started looking into like buying, sort of 90s shirts myself. And you see it a few times or you see replicas of it, and it is just a beautiful shirt.
It's just a great thing for Barcelona to have and remember that centenary year by.
Yeah, I know that, and you need kits like that. If you're going to do a centenary kit, it's got to be absolute masterpiece. And I think the way they've designed this kit, they have absolutely smashed it. And Nike do a lot of templates now, and you've got to think why haven't they got the same people designing shirts back then? It makes such a difference. So what have you topped your list with then?
Well, it's a good theme that we've got, that obviously Barcelona shirts are the pinnacle of Spanish football history, and obviously coming forward, I think that the last couple of seasons have been a bit of a dodgy one, but I've gone for the 96-97 away shirt. It's the orange shirt. I love the Barcelona shirts. It's like a bit, it's just really simple design, but the colours are slightly outrageous. It's like the orange and blue. Yeah. And like the stripe down the middle, like the badge, and just all-round shirt. Just looks like you can't miss it, and you just want to look at it, you want to see it. And I think that Kappa well deserved to be one of the best manufacturers for the kits in that generation. So I've seen players like Ronaldo wearing it, like it was just took the shirt from like there to like there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
The little Barca thing just at the top there, and I just think adds to the shirt, the round neck of it, just the all round great quality of shirt. I think that it's well deserving to be number one.
Yeah, the Kappa did some amazing shirts, and you think the teams they've worked with, you've got to look at this one and say it is an absolute fantastic shirt. I think it's just different. Shirt. It's different as well, isn't it, compared to the way they designed shirts before.
It's a perfect away shirt. Do you know what I mean? So it's gone from like the usual Barcelona colours in the home shirt, to the out there orange away shirt.
You wish that Kappa would come back. You know, we still talk about centenary kits. Why can't we get like throwback kits come in? You know,
definitely
get some manufacturers just like have like Nike or Adidas take a year out and just let Kappa come in, or let Reebok or Puma come in and just make a kit for throwback kit for a year, and let's just see what they can come up with. It'd be funny.
Yeah, definitely. Putting these lists together, I think it was good to just delve into looking into all the Spanish football, and obviously the shirts that have come. There's been some absolute beauties, and I think we've done a really good job putting them two together.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as well.
It was good. It's good been looking through, because there's some teams that you just don't, you'd never see before if you didn't actually research into it. So.
I'm sure that we'll end up getting them at some point.
Yeah.
It's just all as to whether funds can accept it. The next thing, obviously, we looked at international football the last time because it was coming up to the international break. As we said at the start, it was good. We got 3 results for England, which was really good. Nick Pope did start, which I was buzzing about.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking into the Premier League for this weekend. So there is some great games. We're going to be putting together a league with our predictions. So the way we predicted last time for the England game, but we're going to have 3 fixtures that we're going to get picked for us. If we get the score right, we'll get 3 points.
Yeah.
And if we get the result right, we just get the 1 point. Whoever gets the most will go into obviously win 3 points in the league, and we'll start that.
Yeah.
Now, Meg, my girlfriend, has picked the 3 games that we're going to be predicting. But just before we do that, let's have a talk about the games that are on. So there is a few games on. Obviously, City look like they might be edging a bit further away to winning the league. I think that'll be done in the next couple of weeks, and I think
most likely,
they won't slip up this weekend against Leeds. I can't really see it at home.
Yeah, there's a few fixtures in there as well that you've got to look Leicester, West Ham. If Leicester can drop more points, it's only going to strengthen your cause. If United playing Spurs as well, that's a very that's another game that could drop points.
And United need to win. United need to win.
They do. There's a few in there that do.
Even with when you're looking at teams like Liverpool, they need to win against Villa just to get as close to Europe as possible. And beating Villa, that'll be a massive result for you.
Yeah, it will be. And we talk about like history of fixtures. The last game was a bit of a joke. It was a bit of a joke, really. And this was before we had our injury woes, so we can't really, there's no excuses there. And I think you'd think partly for Liverpool players, that's got to be something in the back of their minds going into this game.
100%.
They were embarrassed last time, and I'm not saying they will embarrass Villa, but I would expect a really strong display from.
So at the bottom end as well, I personally can see Fulham clambering out just the way that Newcastle are playing. They are playing horrendous, and I don't say it lightly. If they had fans in the ground, I'd hate to be Steve Bruce.
I completely agree with you. I believe that Fulham will get out. I think I don't want to brag or anything, but I did call it at Christmas. I was like, I can't see Fulham. I think they played us. Did we get a draw against them or something like that around Christmas time? Scraped a draw
I think
against.
Scott Parker's just got them like playing for each other, haven't they? And I think it's just if they go down, they're going down fighting. So
yeah, they're one of those teams. I think they will rebound back up. But I think the key for Scott Parker is keeping the performance is going. Yeah, he's just got to keep that team together and keep them going, because at the minute they're playing. They do play nice football, and I think taking Mitrovic out of the starting lineups helped a bit. They do obviously need a few signings, but they do play really nice football. Some good young players in there to bring them out.
I think they struggled at the start of the season when they just changed the defence every week, and it just didn't look like they were getting any better. And I think that what he's done is that he's kept the back line same every week, and he's just on the counter attack. They look dangerous, like they really do, like against the big teams. And I think that I know we swept them aside, but I think that sometimes they could just cause some problems for some teams.
Yeah, it is very true. Yeah, they are.
I don't think Newcastle are offering anything at the moment.
No, well, Newcastle's such an off team. Like the start of the year, they weren't doing too bad, and it wasn't looking, be all and end all for them. But I don't know, since probably the turn of Christmas, they've just been absolutely shocking.
Awful.
Yeah, it's been really poor. So,
and we can't go talking about relegation without talking about Big Sam at West Brom. They really need to get a lot of results throughout, right to the end of the season. They need to pick up points every game, because if not, they're going to be relegated in the next few games. So,
I mean, they're quite blessed in the sense that they're playing Southampton this weekend, and I feel like Saints haven't got the best record at the minute. They're struggling a bit. They've sort of lost the flow that they were playing with earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
They were top of the league, weren't they, at like November, Christmas time, weren't they? So
and then they got beat by United, and then it went downhill after that.
Yeah. Well, was it they beat us
10-1 or something, 10-0.
Yeah, they beat us at home, and then have they won a game since or something like that? They didn't win a game in like 7 games. It was really, really shocking. But again, I think they've got the right manager in. I do think they need some more smart signings. Just to get
and they need to keep the players that they've got, like Dings, Ward-Prowse, like even Vestergaard and Bednarek at the back. And I think that they just need to strengthen on it, because they can only get better.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
So the 3 games that have been picked out for us for the predictions this week is West Ham, Leicester, Sheffield United, Arsenal, and also West Brom, Southampton. So just going off what we were discussing, obviously, let's start with West Brom, Southampton. So like we said, I think that West Brom do need a result. I think there has been glimpses that they might be turning a corner, but then they go and struggle again. It'll be a tough game for West Brom against Southampton, but at home, I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for West Brom. I was going to put a 0-0 draw, but I just can't see a 0-0 in the last few games of the season.
Yeah, I have put a 0-0. I just don't think, like you said, they need a result, but I don't know if West Brom have got the players to, finish past Saints. You talk about, I think you did a video with your team of the year so far, didn't you? Team of the season so far, and you had Bednarek and Kyle Walker-Peters in there, didn't you? Yeah. And I feel like that. I do think Southampton's defence is a lot better than West Brom's forward line, and I just can't see them scoring. And at the minute, Saints couldn't shoot a fish in a barrel, honestly. And that, I think that form has affected them quite a lot. And I don't want to say they'd be happy with a draw, but I do feel like they would be happy with some sort of a result rather than they would be. They'd be happy with some sort of result, but I just can't see them. I can't see either team winning or wanting it enough. Not to say West Brom don't want it, but I just don't. I don't think they've got the quality there, and I don't think happy to sit back against that Southampton side who will press. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's it. The 0-0 for you and 1-0 for me. So
yeah,
on to the next one. We'll go for the Sheffield United Arsenal.
okay, yeah.
You gone for?
So my prediction for this one, I've gone for 1-0 Arsenal. It could be a massive score. Arsenal could absolutely wipe the floor with them. I don't see Sheffield getting a result out of this at all. I think they will. I think they'd be lucky to win a game in the next, out of anything. I think this season they have been absolutely woeful, absolutely shocking. Sorry to any Sheffield United fans for ripping into it, but I think they have just been very poor, and I don't think there's any excuses.
No,
they have had a few injuries, but they've also they broke the record on Ryan Brewster, which if you're going to spend that amount of money, why spend it on a under 21s player?
Yeah,
Just
do it
doesn't
on a
seem
Premier
like.
League striker.
Yeah, it seems like the decisions they've made this season have just been very poor, and
yeah, they've spent the money in the wrong places, and I think that's mainly why Wilder's left. For my prediction, I've gone for 3-0 Arsenal. Now,
yeah,
just can't. That just one so strong Sheffield United defence just looks so battered at half the time, and they look like, especially with Ramsdale in goal, I just don't think that they've gone any better from when they had Henderson in goal. I think
yeah,
that Ramsdale was one of the worst signings that's been made this season, and I think that obviously when you've got a bad goalkeeper, it's a knock-on effect. The defence just don't trust him. I think that Arsenal, the way form they're in with scoring goals, I just think that their front sort of like 4 or 5 attacking players like Lacazette, Aubameyang, Odegaard,
yeah.
and I just can't see them competing with that
No,
at all.
yeah. I was torn between that because I've got a feeling Sheffield will just sit back against this game, and for me it
Try
was
and
just
concede
more.
us less.
Yeah, I think it was just more the fact whether I thought that Arsenal could get through it really, which is why I only said one. But it could be an absolute goal fest. Could be.
Yeah.
Arsenal are in a team coming up in form. Players are looking a bit more optimistic. They look happier now they're playing. So it'd be interesting to see what happens in that game.
Yeah. And then the final one, we've gone for West Ham against Leicester. So,
Big game.
as we've said before, it's a massive game for the top 4. It could put the cat amongst the pigeons with obviously the teams trying to get into the top 4 with West Ham, and also the teams above, how long it'll take City to win the league or who's going to finish second. I think this is a massive game. So I'm quite glad that we've chose this prediction.
Yeah.
I think that it'll be Leicester to win 2-1. I think it'll be a close game. I think that Leicester have got a few players coming back. Is Maddison fit yet? Or
I think he's probably like a few weeks away. Yeah, I don't think he's well.
But even then, you've got Kalichi and Acho, who's been on form. I think Vardy's due a goal. I think that the way that Leicester play, it's sort of, they play such nice football, and I know that West Ham have been so good on the counter, and also since Lingard's come in, his working midfield's been next to them, like so good. That goal that he set up against Arsenal, where he took that quick free kick, just shows his ability. And I think it'll be such a good game for him.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. I've gone for 2-1 Leicester as well. I think Leicester might just have a bit too much quality for West Ham. I know we seen earlier on in the season. Yeah, we seen earlier on in the season, West Ham absolutely battered Leicester, but Leicester seem to have found a bit more consistency now. Since they've been, they've lost a few games, but
and especially watching West Ham just throw that lead away against Arsenal.
I know, and they did give they played City. They gave City a good game. They were unlucky to get a good result for them out of that game, but it will be interesting to see them play Leicester. Being quite an even contest, but I feel like Leicester have got that quality. You've got Tielemans in there, who I think is probably one of the best young midfielders in the world.
Definitely.
City or a Liverpool, even a Barcelona, someone big. I feel like he's got too much quality for
Leicester,
and Leicester aren't a club that can keep hold of players like other teams can. But he's an amazing footballer, and as you said, Iheanacho's in cracking form as well. So surprised if he gets a couple.
So after that, obviously, in the next time we're doing this, which is obviously every fortnight, we'll put together our results and see how we got on. Obviously, hopefully, I'll come out on top. But there's two very, very odd results. So obviously, even if we do, we think we'll be off onto a winner. I think it's good to just have a bit of excitement about the football. But what I'll do is I'll put it all up on the Twitter feed and obviously Facebook with the league tables as well. All of them can be found in the description below. So I've really enjoyed this chat as I did last week, Owen, and obviously I can't wait for the next one already. I think we have discussed a few things that we'll be looking to do, but the next time I'm sure it'll be another cracker.
Yeah, definitely. Some more chatting to do, and
definitely. Find it hard not being able to do. It's just exactly what you need sometimes. But as I always say, I'll see you next week, and we'll all have another good chat then. Okay, see you in a bit, Owen.
In a bit.